What have you learned from your audience feedback?
Feedback was vital when producing my music video and digipack, with the constructive criticism helping to mould our product to the best it could be. With negative views, we recognised what people felt didn't suit our product and what to drop. Positive views told us what we should keep and reasons why it was so effective. Lots of people offered their own visions of what to include, some of which we adopted to use in our product. At several stages during the process, we welcomed feedback in the potential ideas, general audience feedback, planning stages of the product, first cut digipack, and finalised music video and digipack.
Potential ideas.
This was the first creative step to make the product. My group presented 3 ideas, each with their own narrative, song, target audience and Goodwin genre theory applied. In such early stages of making the product, all feedback was crucial, receiving a range from fellow peers, which I presented in a video. In terms of presentation, most people felt we had included lots of detail and shown the ideas in a visually pleasing manner. However, people preferred the 2 ideas we weren't so confident about. Therefore, we went against audience feedback during this stage, understanding that despite popularity for the other 2 ideas, we felt one idea was the strongest and we could encode meaning the most effectively. In addition, the other 2 ideas' locations would be more difficult to film as they were in public and a school. People still pointed out to us the idea we wanted to use could be quite dull due to its unexciting narrative. We recognised this issue and as a result understood to keep audiences thrilled we would need to heighten climactic tension somehow to build up to the characters restoring the equilibrium while they train. This later resulted in us including fast-paced editing and the flick between 2 characters to try and further intensify pressure. General audience feedback. We took general audience feedback through SurveyMonkey. It's aimed to understand what audiences and people outside the classroom expect from our genre and what to include in our music video. This was very beneficial towards our planning process. Asking a range of participants from different ages and genders, we identified the general consensus of what they wanted for a survey software distributed through Facebook, accumulating a variety of different answers from different people. Asking should we include a cliffhanger ending, something me and my partner expected audience would want, received an overwhelming amount of people against the idea. Therefore, we tailored our product to not include one. Also, we asked audiences if they prefer a narrative or dance-based music video. A majority wanted a narrative-structured video, so we included no dancing sequences, especially due to lots of the script's own music videos containing just narratives. On the other hand, we did challenge some people's feedback. Most people liked the idea our product would be based on fiction, but we disagreed. The song is very down-to-earth and based on reality. Themes of struggle and determination are much easier presented in reality because audiences can relate to them. Also, asking audiences to state what they expected in both rock and pop genres was interesting. In some cases, we went against them, like the voyeurism of women we felt didn't fit the script's artistic constructs, but then we decided to include an instrumental sequence that lots of people said they expected. Planning stages. This feedback was very helpful to recognise inaccuracies. We received feedback for the timeline analysis and for the first draft shooting script. For the timeline, it was questioned how we could keep the narrative related to the lyrics. As a result, we used one of Goodwin's 6 conventions and subtly linked the visuals with the lyrics. Also, in the shooting script, people pointed out lots of inaccuracies and shots being too long. This prompted us to finalise and create the last shooting script with this in mind. First cut music video. Our first cut was a moderate success, but feedback was evident and some change was definitely needed. People liked the combination of narrative and performance, consolidating our original idea to mix between the 2. However, it was made clear that the main singer didn't have enough close-ups to fit the pop-rock genre, and often bandmates received more duration of shot time. So we tried to include more shots of the main singer for our next cut, even rearranging the band so the singer was in the middle during post-production editing. Finally, we learned that some of our shots had been poorly angled and looked amateur, in particular this one, which we have now steadied and made straight to look more professional. Second cut music video. After knowing what to change from our first cut, we made the improvements that I showed in an editing update on my blog. Now audience feedback had to be even more detailed after our first cut. Such improvements to be made were mentioned, including better time performance element with a soundtrack and a fade to a certain shot, both of which we worked on to suit audience feedback. Also, the positives, such as people believing our product had a clear narrative and good effects, such as the heartbeat or time-lapse, helped me and my partner massively to recognise we were on the right track. This encouraged us to develop our video even more to get the best possible product. First cut Digipack. I filmed and edited a video product on my AS course, but I'd never made a digipack before, so feedback was essential to understand what my fellow peers expected from the colour scheme, lighting and more. Our very first draft was constructed using internet images only, and peers felt original photography would work well for both products, and they contained good placement from the rule of thirds. On the other hand, people mentioned that our inside panels could be boring with just plain brick walls and create no real meaning for target audiences. Recognising this, we tried to link the digipack to more themes for the next finalised product, including a medal to symbolise the outcome of hard work. By doing this, we also addressed another issue from audience feedback, by linking the music video where the main protagonist is giving a medal to the album. As for the advert poster, more work was needed to make it look like a legitimate poster, like shrinking the text and not including a track list, both of which we accomplished for the next draft. Finalised products. This was the last chance in the process to ask for feedback on all products. On the music video, positives such as good performance element, impressive shots and good use of two-character story helped reassert my group's view that we had made a good product that encoded meaning well. Some negatives were mentioned, such as the awarding trophy scene, that some people believed trivialised the video and wasn't needed. But we felt this helped give evidence of the equilibrium and wanted to keep the medal scene so we could use that prop for the digipack. On the digipack, we acted on the improvements people felt were needed. We decreased the text size and removed some unwanted writing on the poster to try and put more emphasis on the photo itself. Some people argued the text didn't fit the poster, but we felt it was bold against the black background and stood out to audiences. Pupils offered their ideas on the digipack to mirror the front panel with the back. We did this, and as a result, I feel the product looks more like an official album. Overall, feedback is pivotal in the construction of any media productions because all media relies on audiences who are going to like or dislike the product. Therefore, we valued criticism as much as we did what people liked about our product because it enabled us to make the best digipack and music video we could create.